What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of the Joystick Jockeys podcast. I am Austin Angel. I am joined with my good friend Protege Jones. How you doing, man?
What's going on? I'm feeling good. How about you?
Doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. Excited. Excited to finally get this up and running. We've been talking about this for a minute.
Yep. And it's a good time to be gaming right now where everything is just slow. A lot of double A's coming out, a lot of indies coming up. Gives you enough time to wait on the big triple A's.
For sure. Speaking of big Triple A's, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, including God of War Ragnarok. We got stuff about the
Woo!
Kojima false accusations. We got Halo co-op network test. Stuff about the new Skate. We got a lot of shit. So we'll go ahead and start with the biggest one, I think. God of War Ragnarok finally gets a release date.
Finally.
We're gonna get that November 9th. I'm hype.
Of this year?
This year.
No fucking kidding.
We got 4 months. 4 months. Did you play the first one? Because I know you're mainly a PC guy. I know it's on PC now. Did you ever get around to it? Or well, not the first one, I guess.
I have
but
not.
The
I
remake.
think I played maybe a couple missions, and I got to see how different it was from God of War 1, 2, and 3, and I
Yeah.
was like, wow, it feels good to throw the axe. It even feels good to work with Atreus, and he's not in the way as an NPC.
Right. You
I'm
need
looking forward to see what they do with this one.
you need to beat the first one before you get into this one, or you're gonna be
I
so
know,
damn
I
lost.
will.
Or at least watch a video explaining it or something, because there's so much.
Mm,
But it looks good. I'm excited. They haven't. We got like a cinematic trailer when they announced the release date, so nothing new really coming out. Those collector's editions, though, those look real nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna get me one.
man, you got to, man. So, what other
Hopefully.
anticipated games are coming out this year?
Ooh. So we'll go ahead. We'll list three. So I think my three are gonna be Gotham Knights, which I'm super hyped for. I love DC, and any DC game WB has made recently, or well, really within the last decade, has been phenomenal. The Batman Arkham series was great.
Yeah. I got all three with all the DLC for them.
Yep, I'm replaying them right now. I beat Arkham Asylum few weeks ago. Now I'm going back through Arkham City, and I'll probably end up playing Arkham Knight again. But I really liked that series. It was a fun one. Just the combat feels really good, and Gotham Knights looks like it's going to be similar, but not quite the same. Because I know they got a lot of gear that they're incorporating into it, kind of like, I guess for lack of better comparison, Destiny like.
I really hope they find a way to do it to where it feels normal because these are characters
Right.
that already use gear in their day to day lives with
Yeah.
utility belts. Batman's kids. But if it's going to be like the Avengers, where Hulk's got another vertebrae that makes him 3+ and strong. Like he's already the Hulk. He doesn't need this gear.
Avengers doesn't deserve that slander. That was a good game, but we'll talk about that one later. That comes up later.
Oh man.
You gonna be
Let's see.
getting it?
Three of my most what
Gotham Knights,
Arkham Knight? Yeah, Gotham Knights. I think I would. I would use either Red Hood, maybe Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Batgirl's always she's always underrated and underutilized. I might go Batgirl.
I
How
think
about you?
I'm going Robin. Damian Wayne, man.
You
Love
would, you
Damian Wayne.
would.
uh, Other two, we got Hogwarts Legacy, and
Okay.
then I just had it, and I've done lost it. I had it pulled up earlier too.
So that's a game where you can create your own character and just be in the world of Harry Potter.
Yeah, it takes place before Harry Potter is born and out in Hogwarts and stuff like that. So it's, I guess, technically a prequel to the series, but I guess that way you don't have to
Hmm.
worry about rewriting any history that's already happened. That way,
I think they wanted to take JK's universe, but not what JK put in there. So
yeah. I feel so
man,
bad for them, man. Anytime they want to show something, JK just opens her mouth and says something dumb, and they got to step back, and they're like, "All right, guess we'll wait again."
Like,
And then,
why is it so hard to just let your if you okay, if you're going to be controversial, why not make a burner account where no one's going to know who you are? You could be Papa Pig 53 and say whatever you want.
yeah, that worked out real well for Kevin Durant all those years ago, didn't it?
No. Oh man. Let's see. Let's get into our first article here. Let's see. We got Kojima Productions. Ooh, speaking of slander, looks like Kojima Productions tweeted out a statement earlier today saying it strongly condemns the spread of fake news and rumors that convey false information. We do not tolerate such libel and will consider taking legal action in some cases. I guess Kojima Productions has threatened legal action against those who contribute to the spread. Let me see.
So yeah, what it was last week. I believe it was like the 7th or 8th. The
Okay.
what is it? Their prime minister in Japan got assassinated.
Oh, he was shot twice.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and someone had posted pictures of Kojima saying that he was the assassin, like he was the one that
Mm-hmm.
assassinated him. And everyone's like, no, because I think at that point they had found who it was, or at least had a
Mm-hmm.
name, and someone had just posted pictures of Kojima, like, yeah, it's this guy. So yeah, that didn't not what you want.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, not
That's
a
crazy.
good look, but you can't blame him for legal action on that one. The last thing you want to be linked to is an assassination.
True. And guys, listen, Mr. Kojima's working on so many big projects and stuff. He doesn't need this right now. Him in the studios does not need this.
Man does not have time for assassination
No.
accusations. It's wild. What we got next? PlayStation Plus games. PlayStation Plus Extra. So the new PS Plus rolled out, I want to say the middle of June, at least over here in America. So
What is it, 3 tiers or 4?
it's 3. So you got PlayStation
Okay.
Plus, which is just the normal one. Everything stays the same. You still get your 3 free games a month. Nothing changes. Price is the same. Then you have PlayStation Extra, which gives you a pretty decent catalog of PS4 and PS5 games, I think. That's the one I've got because I don't. The Classics is in premium, and I'm not a huge Classics person, especially since they're just in their same form. They're not up-resed or anything. But
Mm-hmm.
and I think Extra is $13 a month. It's either 13 or 12. It's a little bit less than Game Pass,
Okay.
and then Premium is 17, so it's like $2 more a month than Game Pass. But I don't think the Premium, at least for me right now, is worth it. Maybe later on down the road when they add more games to it, but who knows. But for this month, they added for both Premium and Extra. They got all of these come out next week, and PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra. So you got Stray. It's that new indie game where you play as a cat, and like a
Are you
post-apocalyptic world.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, you PlayStation guys so lucky.
So that's gonna
That's
be.
the number one wish list game in Steam.
Is it really?
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be launching on their day and date. Then you got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is coming to PS Plus Premium. So I'm pretty hype about that. I never got the DLC for it. I'll probably have to go back and play that. And then
Okay.
you got Avengers, which, as a single player game, I really enjoy. I go back every time they add new character DLC, and I'll play their little story, and then I'll just kind of leave it because no one else plays it. So there's no point for me going through the multiplayer and trying to grind a character up. But the story itself is pretty cool. I've liked the story mode so far. Gets way too much hate, but it is what it is. Rest of the games, really good if you like Assassin's Creed. You got Unity, Black Flag, Rogue Remastered, Freedom Cry, the Ezio Collection, Saints Row 4, Saints Row Gat Out of Hell, Spirit of the North Enhanced Edition, Ice Age, Scrat's Nutty Adventure, Jumanji, Paw Patrol, and Ready Set Heroes.
Not Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
That's what's up.
My son will probably want that one, but we'll keep them to a Switch for now. And then in the premium tier, they added 2 PSP games. They added No More Heroes Allowed and Loco Roco
PSP.
Midnight Carnival.
Oh, did you have a PSP growing up?
I did have a PSP growing up. I had a PSP and a Vita.
Damn,
Both.
I forgot about the Vita. Playing on the go is such an awesome thing.
It really
I'll
is.
always be thankful for the Game Boy Advance, which
Right.
then gave us the Game Boy Advance SP and then the DS.
The backlight was a game changer. You could play whenever in the dark. You didn't have to wait till you were driving under a street light or some shit.
Exactly.
It was great.
All right, guys. Looks like we got some Halo Infinite co-op news. Let's go. Oh wait.
Maybe.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, wait. We're still waiting. So, before I get to this story, Halo Infinite was supposed to come out with co-op and Forge, or so we thought.
That's what they said.
And then it's just been, right, that's what they said, and then it's just been delayed, and now we're hearing that they're doing a network test for the for co-op campaign.
Mhm.
They're also doing a test so that you can go back and replay specific missions and stuff. So I know you guys are looking forward to that. It looks like in order to get in, you just have to sign up and be a part of the Halo Insider program. You can sign up right on your Xbox. And I'm looking at a tweet here that says that they're still waiting on some things, but testing should be happening by the end of this week.
Yeah, they had a live stream earlier today. They did mission replay and co-op and talked about it, but they still didn't give a date, so we still don't know when it's supposed to be. But it's supposed to be later this week, but they only got like 3 days left if it's going to be this week. Like it's already Thursday. You're running out of time.
When do you think it'll?
When do I?
Right,
think?
like. Yeah, when do you think that co-op would officially release? Sometime.
When it'll
maybe September.
Officially release?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to push it out in the middle of the season. If you get it in season, I want to say season 3, you would hope, and that's not till November, so that's another 4 months.
Damn.
Season 3 is November 8th, is what I saw.
Microsoft 343. I think you guys should have waited and give us a full package.
Who knows how long that would have been? Because even Forge, when Forge launches for season 3, it's just going to be a beta. It's not even the full thing. How do you delay that game a year and still miss so many pieces? It's crazy. I don't understand it.
Yeah, and then they made it free to play so they could have more people, and then they lost all those people by not having the content to back it up.
They made half of it free to play. Multiplayer is free to play. Co-op you got to pay, or campaign you got to pay for. Co-op still isn't there yet.
Right. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Multiplayer. The multiplayer section is free to play.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see if and when Forge or co-op ever come out. I'm sure they will.
Fingers crossed.
But good lord, 343. Come on, guys. All right. So next we got Respawn. They're hiring for an Apex Universe FPS incubation title that might be single player. Might be.
Okay.
So I got
That's awesome.
article over at IGN by Adam Bankhurst said, according to recent job listings, Apex Legends developer Respawn Entertainment is currently hiring for an Apex Universe FPS incubation title that may very well be a single-player game. As reported by Dextero, I believe is how that's pronounced. One of the job listings in question is for a senior engine systems engineer for C++. And then another job listing is for hard surface artist. Project mentions that Respawn is looking for talented, experienced mid-level 3D hard surface artists help build a brand new Respawn single-player adventure. So those could be for the same game, might be for different games. But I'm just excited for anything Apex related. I love Apex.
Anything in the Apex universe is.
I haven't played as much as I've wanted to these last couple seasons, but I love Apex. Have you played any of Apex Mobile when they launched that?
I have not. I've been on Call of Duty Mobile. I should try it out though because they have it to where you can use the touch controls or your controller.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of it when it came out, and it's either A, filled with bots, or B, it's just much easier to get kills, because I was dropping 10, 15 kill games like it was nothing. Can't do that on console for anything.
You're gonna sweat.
Bruh.
Every battle is a battle. Mm-mm. I think that's why I'm just not a battle royale guy. You know, you put me on an island and the ring is closing, and I gotta watch my left, right, front, back. It's too much for me.
That's what your squad mates are for, man.
They're carrying me.
Ain't nobody doing call outs for you?
Man, look. And then what map are they using right now? I
On
know that they
mobile?
are they using the original map from Apex on mobile?
I think so. I think they had Kings Canyon on there, and then maybe
Kings Canyon.
Why did I blank on the other one? Or no, that might just be the only one they have. Yeah, I don't think they have a rotation on mobile yet. I think it's just Kings Canyon. And then
Okay.
I believe on console they're rotating through all four. So, and I know they shortened the rotation because last season it was like every 2 hours the map would rotate, but now I think it's like every 30 or 45 minutes. But all right, I pulled this one up specifically for you, my friend. Oh, I forgot to pull it up.
Oh no.
BMW car features can only be unlocked with microtransactions.
Unlocked?
Unlocked.
What?
You got to pay for it. And it's not like a feature thing, like you know how you like can purchase like, you know, a sunroof add-on when you're at the dealership type shit. Nah, this is for heated seats. Like they have the heated seats in there, but you have to pay to use them.
No.
Yeah. Let me
No, this is not the future we were promised. This is
So-
bullshit.
It's either $18 a month or $415 for a lifetime. Like a one-time purchase. $415 for heated seats.
If you're out there and you're listening to me, you better not. You better just pay that motherfucker in full. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. If I find out, I swear, man.
I don't think there's many places where this would be worth it.
Yeah, see, the BMW, and is this going to be for like an expensive, like a new car coming out? Because that's the only way I can see this working.
A 530e is the one that they're talking about. So, also, it's a BMW. They're all expensive, so yeah.
That was James Bond's car, wasn't it?
That is a good question that I do not have the
Yeah.
answer to.
Yeah. It's either that or a Porsche.
Yeah.
All right. I got a story for you, Austin.
All right, let's hear it.
Looks like Skate 4 is actually going to just be called Skate. And it's going to be free to play. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you're just, free to play. What's that mean? What's that going to do? But
Excuse me, sorry.
the developers are assuring us there's not going to be any play to win. There's not going to be any areas of the map locked behind a paywall, no loot boxes, and no paid gameplay advantages. I think they're going to be focusing on a model similar to Apex, where it's mainly just about cosmetics of the gun and characters, right?
Yeah, it's probably just like
Okay.
clothes, boards, stuff like that. I don't know, because the last Skate 3 was a lot of like personal customization, like where you would make your own logos and own brand. So I don't know if they're just tying in
That sounds so
current
cool.
brands or what. They didn't really go into too much depth. They did a little like 18-minute video that they posted on YouTube earlier today. I skimmed through it while I was working earlier, so I was half paying attention, half not, because had to.
Speaking
focus
of
on
which,
work.
there is a so right now Skate is in pre-alpha, and there's actually a leaked build out there, and the developer is saying not to play it, which I suggest you not play it. But if you do, please let us know in the comment section
So
and let us know what you think.
they've been recruiting playtesters, and I signed up almost immediately. I waited a few hours because when I went to sign up immediately, it's like there's a 45-minute wait line. I'm like, there's a wait line for a playtest? Excuse me?
That is great.
So there's a
I
lot
mean,
of
that's
hype
that's
behind it. Did you ever
there
play the
is
old
there
Skates?
is. Yes, I was a big fan of Skate 2. Was Skate 2 the one that had that skate park with the
Oh,
everybody would lay down on their board?
Yeah.
We would have late night sessions just messing around, trying to hit each other and play skate bowling. Good times, man.
That was Skate was so much fun. I'm so glad it's coming back. I'm very shocked with as much hype as behind it that EA is going free to play. Because you know EA, they love their money. They give us the same Madden every year, and they won't give us that in free to play. I would much rather have Madden in free to play than Skate, to be completely honest with you.
That makes more sense because I'm seeing them take out features from previous Maddens and
Yeah.
put them back in and give them another name. And it's like if you just made it free to play, you can still keep the yard.
Yeah.
And then your what are those things like V-Bucks, the currency
Madden
you buy?
points.
It'll stay with your one Madden profile and you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's great. That's
Like,
great.
If you give me a Madden free to play, and then after every, NFL draft, just give me like a $15 rookie pack every year that I have to buy, fine, I'll do that. It's better than dropping $70 every year.
Jesus
that my
Christ.
dumbass keeps buying, even though I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. I hate this game. Fucking sucks.
I think
turn around and buy
I think
it
what
again.
happens is turn around and buy it again. It's just they know that they have that monopoly with the NFL. Somebody else could make a football game, but if they don't have the teams,
So
you're just going to spend.
right.
Go ahead.
That ends, I think, next year. 2K is making
Are you
a football
serious?
game. Yeah,
Bro, let's go. Can we get a 2K5
bruh, 2K5 was so good.
game fever? I know y'all remember.
NCAA is supposed to be coming back next year too. I'm real hype about that. Now,
College
granted-
football.
Yeah, granted it is still EA, but we haven't had an NCAA football game since was the last one 14? I think the last one might have been 14.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was years ago. I'm not gonna lie. My favorite one that I played, I think, was 2002 or 2003. That game,
It was a long time
I had
ago.
so much fun. Yeah, that was a
Elementary
long.
school
That
for
was
us.
back in the Def Jam Vendetta days. Yep.
Yo.
PS2.
We ever gonna get a new one of those? They tease it all the
No.
time on Twitter, but I think they just
So-
do it for the hell of it.
Apparently, both Def Jam games they didn't sell well for the amount of people that play games. I heard. Okay, keep in mind, I heard this from an insider because he asked him. This person is on the EA program, and he asked one of them one day at dinner. Said, "Why don't you bring back some of these classic games like FIFA Street? What I think they did FIFA Street,
Yeah.
NFL Street, like just some of these games that they've been doing." And I think what's happened is they're just not seeing the money for the demand for it. And Def Jam is a music game, and so you already know they got to get copyright this, they
Yup.
got to get that. And not only that, but when you think about it, would you want to play as any of these newer rappers?
I would like to beat the shit out of some of these newer rappers, but I don't know if I would like to use.
Man.
If you
Let
give
me
me like
see.
old school versus new school, like let me use 50 Cent to be up 6'9", yeah.
Let me
I'll buy
get
that.
Method Man, Red Man, bro. Oh my God, I would beat up what's his name, Hot Thug, Young Thug. Yeah,
Young
it's
Thug.
a rap.
On the Hot Thug.
Like the game just oozes, just. All right, we're fighting. All right, we're fighting. Grab the controller. We're like that. That's the game. You and your cousin settle beef.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Man. But let's see. Oh yeah, we got some games coming out.
We skipped over
I actually had a
something. We skipped over.
Did we?
We did. We skipped over PS Plus and Xbox games.
oh. Let's see.
So yeah, what we're gonna try and do every time we do this podcast, I think right now, what did we decide on? Like every 2 weeks, or did we decide on how often? we're
Something
gonna do
like
it to
that.
start off. Yeah. So what
To
we're gonna
start
do
off
for-
every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're gonna go through a couple of the free monthly games, whether it be on PS Plus, Xbox Game Pass, Epic. If there's any, I guess for lack of better term, substantial games that are free.
Gotcha.
Um, so for July, the PS Plus, normal PS Plus, Essential is what it's called. Your three free monthly games are Crash 4 for PS5, which was that shit was so hard. Did you play Crash 4?
I did not. It's all
Bro,
about time.
it is so hard. I do not remember those games being that hard when I was a kid. Maybe it's because I just wasn't thinking about it. But
I have the remastered trilogy. I'm gonna have to play that before I play the new one.
bro, you're gonna go back to the first one with those ice bridge levels. You're gonna be like, how did I beat this as a child? Like when I was replaying that level, I literally so in my old apartment, my living room, and then there was the hallway just straight across led to my room. I got so pissed at this level, bro. I chucked my controller into my bedroom. I was on that level for like a week and a half. Just
The only thing I remember from the game is running away from that stupid ass boulder. That's all I remember.
oh yeah, that one's not too bad. That's nothing on that stupid ice bridge.
Hmm.
I didn't even
Yeah, when
remember
I
the
get to
ice
that
bridge
part,
levels.
I'm gonna let you know if I beat it the first time or not, bro. Because I'm
If you
man,
beat it the
older
first time,
games,
ain't no way. No way.
man, ain't no way.
Because the
I love a
timing
good
for the
challenge
jumps
though.
is ridiculous. Then your other two games, you got Dark Pictures Man of Medan, which I just started playing. I haven't beat it yet. I've only done like one sit down session with it. Me and Kayla are going through it, taking turns, because I think there's 6 characters in the game, and they have a co op mode, like a couch co op mode, where you can pass the controller, and each
Mm.
of you, before the game starts, can choose like 3 characters to control and make decisions for. So, like, each scene it changes. So, like, I don't remember any of the characters' names. It's been a minute since we played, but we'll say one is Mike and one is Emily. So, like, I'll play as
Mm.
Mike, and then another scene's Emily, and it'll be like, oh, it's Kayla's turn. Give the controller to her, and then she'll go and make a decision and make decisions for Emily, and it just goes back and forth. It's pretty fun. I need to beat it at some point still. It's the same people that did Until Dawn, which I
I was
finally
about to
just
say,
recently beat like 3 weeks ago. And that game had
how was your experience?
it was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I did not expect the twist that it had. I was shocked. Caleb was like, "Oh
Mm.
no, this is totally what's gonna happen." I'm like, "There's no way. That doesn't make any sense." I'm like, "We watched this person die. We did not watch him die. He faked the hell out of me." I was played, but no, it was really
Let's
good.
see.
And the last one is Arcadegeddon, which I've heard a decent amount of. I've got it downloaded. I haven't played it yet,
I
but
think that's also on Epic.
I think so. I don't think it's an
Ar-
exclusive.
okay, arcade again.
Yeah, it says Gilly, the local owner of an arcade, is trying to save his business from a faceless mega corporation, Fun Fun Co. Interesting one.
Faceless.
So yeah,
Let's see.
those are the PlayStation
So it looks
Plus
like
games for July. What you got?
okay, looks like we got a couple games that have been announced. First, we got the Multiverses public beta. It is coming July 26th. And then for those of you who are actually playing previous builds of the game and you were play testing the game, there will be an early access for you guys on July 19th.
Did you get into that
And
alpha the
then
first time around?
the very first, I played one of the the most recent play test that they had where you can actually show footage and stuff.
Yeah, I did
It's a
not.
lot of fun, man.
I tried to get into it, wasn't able to. So I'm looking forward
Mm.
to the open beta. What is that in like 2 weeks almost? Just about.
Yeah, man, it's coming out. Listen, Batman, Superman, Tasmanian Devil, Wonder Woman, OP. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Maybe they fixed it, but when I was
Iron
playing, you could
Giant.
do some damage with Taz.
Did you see that new trailer?
And
Because they put out a new trailer with that announcement, and they showed the Iron Giant. Man
I'm
is
so
massive.
he's just so fucking
He's
tall.
so like he went to swing, he went to hit Superman. Man was too short. I'm like, this is gonna cause problems, isn't it? Like, how do you
Yeah.
fight with the Iron Giant if he's that big?
I think what Multiversus is going for is more cooperative play. Like, I mean, sure, you have the option of doing a 2v2 or a 1v1, but when you're playing a team base like 2 versus 2,
Mm-hmm.
there are characters that have an offensive and then a defensive like play style. So you can, like, for instance, Taz has a thing where every time you pass your ally, they receive. When I was playing it, they receive. So okay, this is going to sound silly, so you can laugh if you want.
All right.
Taz does something called tasty damage,
All right.
and after a while of doing so much tasty damage, his opponent turns into a whole chicken and cannot attack for like 5-10 seconds, right?
Mhm.
But while Taz has the tasty on him, every time he passes an ally, he'll heal. I think he licks his ally's wounds as long as he has that tasty damage on him. So it's cool to see that you can work together with certain characters, and I think that's why there are certain matchups that just won't work. Like the one in the trailer, I seen him like spike somebody, like we're getting around him.
It looks good.
But,
I can't
let's
wait.
see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait either. And then Bayonetta 3, Nintendo. How do you have Bayonetta to yourself? I just need to know, Nintendo. You got some explaining to do. Bayonetta 3 will hit shelves and online October 28th, 2022.
You gonna
And
get that one?
then, I might, because I'm not gonna lie, I miss Smash. I miss playing Smash, and then there are more Pokemon games coming out, so I might have to get back on the Switch.
You should.
And then there's another game called Rumbleverse. Ooh, is this
It
is
is.
this WWE?
No, but you're on the right track. It is a wrestling-styled battle royal. So it is a melee-based battle royal where you use wrestling moves to do damage to your opponents. It's pretty fun. I played the beta. I want to say it was about 2 weeks ago. And
Just
I
start
had
running around
a
clotheslining
blast.
people.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You chase motherfuckers down and clothesline them.
That's
It
awesome,
was
man.
so much fun. There
Let's see. Rumbleverse is season 1 begins August 11th. Wait,
No, 18th. Yeah. So
I guess
the game
18th.
launches August 11th, and then season 1 will begin a week later. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so you got time to get familiar with the moves and stuff before they bring all the cosmetics and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm hoping they got their online situation sorted out, because me and Kayla were trying to play it because it's cross-play, but we only have one PlayStation, but she would rather play on the computer, so we downloaded it on PC, and we couldn't get into a duos game. Like, we couldn't get into each other's lobby. We ended
Yeah,
up,
hopefully they fix that.
yeah, we ended up randomly finding each other in like a solo game, but like we were trying to do duos, and we couldn't get anything figured out. Like, it would say we were online, and then it would say the lobby's unjoinable, or it wouldn't say we were online, and anytime we tried to join the lobby, the game would just crash. So hopefully they got that figured out. Maybe it just wasn't available in the beta and I missed that news, but I'm hoping that's all figured out now.
Right. So I got a question for you.
What's up?
Gaming has been in a very questionable spot,
I don't know
but
if I'd say
what is
questionable.
your very, very questionable? What is your game of the year so far? Do you have any contenders?
Ooh, I do. It's not one people would expect. Before I get to that, though, sir, you never listed your anticipated games for this year.
Yes. So I'll be honest with you guys. I'm mainly on PC. I don't have any of my consoles anymore. So most of the games I'm looking forward to. Let's see. We got Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man Miles Morales, because now I can play them, and more than likely mod support is coming. I'm looking forward to it.
Bro,
Could you imagine
those games
them
are
putting
so
Superman
good.
or somebody in there and swinging a Superman or the Hulk or something like that? That'd be just so wrong game. But let's see, there's that, and then there was an indie game that I think it was Sony. It was during Sony's State of Play, I think. They showed an indie game called Roller Drome.
Yeah.
Now, I love roller skating, and I love parkour, right? So when I'm seeing them shooting and skating and jumping through glass and stuff, I'm like, this is all me right here. And you know,
It looks very
support
interesting.
indie games, guys. There's a lot of good indie games that come
There
out that
are.
just go underneath the radar, and I don't want to miss this one.
It looks interesting. I'll
And
probably
the
check it out.
okay, and then anticipated game of 2022. Ah, and like my last one, this one's hard because I might have to steal one from you, man, and go God of War because I want to see where Kratos and his son is going.
You
I
still
gotta
need
I
to beat
gotta
the
know.
last one.
I know, I know. And I beat my games. But yes, I have not gotten the God of War yet.
You know what?
And
So this is something we talked about possibly doing in later episodes, but I
mm,
think this will be a good one to do. So the gaming book club thing that I talked to you about, to where like we pick a
mm,
game that me and you and the audience plays with us, and we'll give like I feel like a month's a decent amount of time to beat a game, depending on how long the game is. So with God
work
of War
schedules and stuff like
Ragnarok,
that.
yeah. So with God of
Mm,
War Ragnarok getting its release date and it being on PC now, so you can play it, and it was free on PlayStation Plus last month, so anyone with a PlayStation has had access to it and most likely has it. Why don't we go through God
mm.
of War? We'll come back in a month, see
Okay.
what your thoughts are. I wouldn't mind replaying it before Ragnarok comes up. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to try and platinum it the first time around, but then I started fighting those Valkyries. I'm like, nah, they're whooping my ass. I was like, you know what? Nope. It's like maybe later. And I was listening to a podcast. I want to say it was last week, and they were talking about some God of War stuff from the first one. I was like,
Mm.
I missed this information. I was like, maybe I should go back and replay. I was like, I don't remember that theory, but all right. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but yeah. So how about
And I appreciate that because
yeah?
I will go and play it so we can talk more about the lore and stuff like that.
So let's see. So we'll start it, and then we'll come back and talk about it on the 11th of August. So that'll be the third episode if we're doing every 2 weeks, or if we're doing weekly by then, it'll be whatever episode that is. But we'll do August 11th. So that gives us a month to go through. Think if you mainline it, what's how long to beat got it at? I think it took me about 30 to
35
35.
hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not too crazy.
Because best believe I'm going to be looking to upgrade everything, get everything, because a month that's plenty of time.
Yeah. So so how long to beat if you just mainline it straight through, don't do any of the side stuff, which you're going to do the side stuff. But if you just mainline it straight through, it says 20 and a half hours. And then it says
Wow.
main plus extras 32 and a half. So you're going to have to do some extra stuff to get your gear leveled up and all that. But so yeah, not too crazy. Not a bad one to start with, I think.
Okay. Got some homework.
Yep, I'll have to re-download it. But I think they gave it a PS5 upgrade. So we'll play it in 4K this time. Excited to see how that
Let's
looks.
go.
All right, my game of the year. All right, you ready for this? Because
I'm ready.
I did not expect to enjoy this game as much as I have, and I have spent more time watching stuff happen in this game than I have actually playing this game. That being said, I've put like 150 hours into this game already, and it came out in March. WWE 2K22 right now is
Okay.
my game of the year. I have had so much fun playing and just making content with that game. It is a blast. Like the BCW stuff I do on this channel is so much fun, and getting everyone who's on the roster involved in the Discord, just like trash talking each other and actually getting involved in making promos for when we do it. I think that probably has a lot to do with why it's my game of the year, is why with everyone coming together and doing stuff to make the streams and shows that I do a little more interactive. But
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, right now, surprisingly, and the only thing I honestly see taking it over, as much as I'm looking forward to Hogwarts and Gotham, is God of War. Because I think just the
Mm.
story in that will be phenomenal. and Gotham and Hogwarts. We'll see. I assume Gotham will be more of the Arkham series, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But just with the replayability alone in WWE 2K, that is right now my game of the year by a landslide.
You gotta love games where it's all about creating your own universe and whatever. Like literally, they call it the creation suite.
Yeah.
And just over the years, they just added so much to it. Like when I first seen that you can create, what is it an entrance? It was there's something specific that they added that you can create. It was a couple years ago that they added like, oh, create a showcase. And I was like, yo,
Oh,
that's cool.
I remember that. That's not in
Yeah.
there anymore because I think it caused.
Oh,
So I think that mode specifically was, Jesus, excuse me, causing bugs. So they ended up having to take it out, or it's just enough people weren't playing it and weren't utilizing it. So they're like, if we take this out, no one's really gonna complain, which they didn't. Until I was looking at stuff because I'm looking at starting a different WWE series strictly on YouTube that I'll talk about later. And I was like, I wonder if I can still just make a promo because it used to be a thing where you could go in and have a character stand in the ring and you can make them say certain things. Can't do that anymore. It was too buggy and they took
man.
it out. I was like, damn it, I'm gonna have to find a workaround for this. But no, like the fact that I can create my own show from scratch with an arena, a song, the logo, my roster is entirely made up of people that I know and other fellow streamers. There is not a single current WWE active superstar on my roster that I think we're close to 50 now, and they're all created. It's great.
That's got to be the dream to make original superstars and have them duke it out every week and narrate it, write it. Just that's awesome, man.
Well, you can't really write it because the AI is random and you have no idea what the hell is going to happen. So
Um,
you can write it to the best of your ability, but sometimes the AI just does its own thing. And it is what it is. I wish they'd fix the crashing. That is my only complaint now, because I think I've had two streams where it hasn't crashed.
okay.
It'll just randomly, for no real reason, in the middle of the show, it'll just crash, and I'll just have to reopen it. And then it doesn't like if you have an entire show of custom people, so like it'll mess up the card, so I'll have to go back and re-edit things. But other than those minor bugs, it's a lot better than what 2K20 was. That year off really did them well, and I think the fact that AEW is making a game probably had a lot to do with them getting their ass in gear. They're afraid of the competition, which, hey, sometimes you need it.
Yeah, especially with what's going on right now with Mr. McMahon.
Bruh.
Oh man.
Jesus. Yeah, that came out.
Oh man.
I should be maybe surprised, but I'm not. It's like none of this news is surprising to me. It's like,
I mean, we grew up. If you just look at what wrestling was like before it started cleaning itself up, they were doing some crazy shit on there, man.
yeah, they
Like for
were.
real. Like the attitude there. Oh my god.
Triple H
We'll
fucked
never
the
get an
corpse.
attitude there.
Triple H
You
fucked
said
the
what?
corpse. That happened on live television.
No.
Or, well, it was insinuated that he fucked a corpse. You obviously don't see it, but this man walks up to a casket and then gets in it.
Man.
WWE was wild back then, and it is not good now. I don't know how much wrestling you watch, if any at all, but they're right.
I
I don't know what
a
it
couple
was.
years ago, I was trying to watch wrestling a couple years ago, and I seen Bray Wyatt.
Oh, he ain't there no more.
What about Randy Orton?
He's still there. He's hurt right now, but he's still there.
Okay. Damn, Randy Orton. Oh man, he's hanging in there.
He's a lifer, I think. I don't think he'll ever go anywhere else. And I don't think they'll ever let him go.
Man.
Once COVID hit, I don't know what got into WWE's writing team, but it was so bad. And they released like 120 people over the 2 years of COVID. They lost so much of their roster. It is ridiculous. And then they buried whoever was left, and now you got Roman. And I love Roman. I've always been a fan of Roman. However, there is no one on the roster you can look at now and be like, yeah, it'll be believable if and when they beat Roman. That man's held that title for almost 2 years now.
Damn. wait, where's AJ Styles? Where's
He's still
like
there. He's
okay, AJ's there.
AJ's there. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. He re-signed a contract, I want to say about 6 months ago. I think he's going to end up retiring with WWE. So I think once he's done in WWE, he's just done with wrestling in general because he's getting up there in age. But yeah, he's there. He's helped pushing like younger talent, which is fine. He's had his moments. He's done what he's needed to do in his career, and now you got to elevate the new guys, which
Yeah, that's how it is.
WWE has been struggling with as of late, but it is what it is. I will ramble about wrestling forever, but what is your game of the year so far? And it doesn't have to be anything that came out this year. What are you playing the most?
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. Speaking of which, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh died recently, guys.
Yeah, he passed last
Rest in
week.
peace.
Was that last week or was that Monday? Has this week been that long?
Yeah, man. It's yeah.
Was that Monday? Where's I put it in Discord somewhere. The 7th. So that was exactly a week ago.
Now, when I tell you guys that Yu-Gi-Oh is one of my favorite games, I have Yu-Gi-Oh Legacy of the Duelist. I have over 6. Hold on. Let me click on Steam and give you guys the exact number.
All right. What you got? Over 600 hours and something?
Yep. 642.
Nice.
647.2. Yep. I love the card game, man. I love it.
Bro, that shit was my childhood. I was so sad when I woke up and saw that. I used to have the dual. Did you ever have those dual discs?
I think I had one, but I think my mom also either gave it away or sold it once I got older. So I no longer like have it.
Me and my brother
I miss it.
Used to have them, bro. And I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh randomly blew up again. What, about 6 months ago or maybe last year, when it got super big. And I was looking, I was like, ooh, I kind of want to get a dual disc again just for the fuck of it. Nah, them shits are like $400 or $500. I'm like,
I should have held on to mine,
right? I was like, why?
Real.
I was like, why is everything I had when I was a child so expensive? Like, if I would have known that, I would have kept all of it. Like, I was looking for a Game Boy Color last year for my son's birthday. It's cheaper to get a Switch. You can't get a Game Boy Color for less than like $150. And then on top of that, the games are like 80, 90. I'm like, I'm going to just get a Switch. Fuck it. It's cheaper.
And those are the same prices if you were to go to a mom and pop shop and try to, like, second time around or buybacks or something like that. Yep. $85 for a Super Mario Land 3.
Yep.
And we've all played Super Mario. What the fuck?
Yep.
Don't get me. Listen, I seen how much the Pokemon games are. $125.
That's insane.
Because they know, bro. They know, especially when it's red and it's yellow. You know, the big Game Boy Color games, bro.
I'm so sad. If I would, because I've had at least one of every Pokemon generational game. Like, if I would have just kept those, I could have a decent amount of money. But nope. I, like a normal human being, was like, all right, new games, got to trade in the old ones. It is what it is.
Damn.
My only real regretful trade-in, and I still don't know why I did this, and I was old enough to know better. This was recently. Like, this was when the PS5 came out. Was I had the Spider-Man Collector's Edition PS4, and I don't know why I traded that in, but I did. And that is the only thing I regret trading in to this day. Like, I should still have that. I spent so much money when that Spider-Man game came out on PlayStation, between the collector's edition
that PlayStation looks so good. I've seen one of my friends have it. It looks so good.
It's so good. I regret it so much. Oh, so much. But it is what it is. Can't go back now. That shit
I think for
probably
the
sold so
podcast,
fast.
I think for this podcast, what we should do, you know, in YouTube, how you can kind of put what sections we're talking about and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, time codes.
We should have like, because after we read the new dates, we just kind of went on our own little thing. So
We did
it's
kinda
it's
go
kind
on
of
a
like, all
tangent.
right, we're done with the gaming news. If you want to hang out with us, stay for after hours.
Right? Post show, quote unquote. We'll just call it a tangent.
It's, all right, guys, we're going on a tangent.
I mean, that's what it is.
Oh man, yep,
But yeah.
that's all the news I got.
Yeah, that's it. We ran through that a lot faster than I thought we would, I'm gonna be honest. But hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, I missed something. This isn't a gaming deal, but everyone likes food and everyone needs to eat. And as far as I know, this is still up. I double checked before we went live. But Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get Grubhub Plus for free for a year, which is no delivery fees. So if you got Prime, hit that up like right now.
Grubhub? What the yo?
Because I
Yep.
just recently got rid of my DoorDash Dash Pass because I'm like, I'm not spending $10 a month to not have delivery fees. And it's like, plus I need to quit ordering out so damn much anyway. And then Amazon's like, here, have Grubhub for free. I'm like, damn it.
You're right where you started.
But I'm not paying for it this time. So you know what? If they want to
Right,
give it
right,
to
you
me for
got it.
free, that's fine. After this year's up, I'm gone.
Yeah, let me know what you think about Grubhub. I've never used Grubhub. I've always used DoorDash.
I mean, I assume it's the same. I drove for both. So,
Okay.
but so yeah, I think that's all we got. Unless you got anything you wanted to talk about.
Nope, that's it, brother.
Nope. All right. So that'll do it for episode 10, whatever we're calling it, because this was kind of like a quick run through, quick test for the podcast to see how we do, how you guys like it, you know, stuff like that. We'll definitely be back in 2 weeks for sure. Me and Protege will talk some more. We might come back next week, but anytime we do it, we will be live on Thursdays. We will do it on my Twitch channel as of right now, because you have Twitch, right? I just don't ever see you on it.
I have a Twitch, but I don't think I'll be streaming on Twitch this time around.
Okay. So yeah, we will go ahead and keep it on my Twitch for now at twitchtv.com/SinCity_RedAngel if you want to watch it live while we record Thursdays at 9 o'clock. They will be uploaded on Fridays. Probably, actually, we'll do Saturdays because I know Twitch is weird with the timing of when you can put stuff on YouTube. So we'll do Saturdays at noon is when they'll go up on YouTube. And then Friday mornings we will be up on Spotify and Apple for now. I might be able to mess around and get it on Google Podcast. But for now, the audio files will be strictly on Spotify and Apple Podcast if you wanted to find us there. As far as keeping up with us outside of this, you can follow me on Twitter at SinCityRedAngel, no underscore. And then you can follow my buddy Protege on Twitter at Protege4789. Thank you all for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
And we will see you all in 2 weeks. Peace.
Peace.